welcome back to my channel. It's Dooney 615, and I am back with another edition of Feed Your Addiction. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so very much for joining. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so very much for your continued support. I really do appreciate it. So today what I want to do is do a little bit of retro, old school, kind of show some things that I have in my collection that are now available. Peter has brought them back from the production vault, and they are not only available, but they are on sale. And then I want to have Alexa load for you my most recent Alto purchase because it is also on sale. There are a couple of Alto pieces that are 50 or more percent off, and you know, if you've been with me for a little while, you know 40% off. Happy Sunday, Roslyn. 40% off is the sweet spot for me to make an Alto purchase. Like at that 40% off price point, that's where my fingers get a little itchy. And I did make a purchase on yesterday in addition to a bag that I want to share with you tonight. So please go ahead and hit the thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, I kindly ask that you do so that you do not miss any of my future uploads and so that you do not miss any future live streams. I think I have worn you guys out this week because I uploaded a lot of content this week. I felt like I uploaded a lot, and I still have a couple of shorter videos to upload. And by shorter in this case, I mean around that 7 to 8 minute mark, because there was some good selection where I was this week. So I want to share that with you. But that selection is not as good as the sale prices that are going on right now in preparation for Mother's Day. So if you've already taken care of mom, now you can shop for yourself or shop for both of you at the same time. Some of these would also make great graduation, Mother's Day. I don't know, if you're a guy watching, it would make a good push gift, if you understand what I'm saying. There would get an early start even on your Christmas shopping list, because the earlier you start shopping, the ability to spread those purchases out, in my assessment, the nicer gifts that you will be able to purchase, because you're not trying to buy for everyone all at one time. So, all right, I've gotten all that out. So let me start with what I carried today. I have already emptied her out because I'm getting ready to move into a different bag. But I carried Ellie today. And doesn't she look great? Look at her. She looks great. Why am I asking you to look closely? Because Ellie got rained on today, y'all. And look, she didn't have any spots. Now she has, I've started marking her up. But you cannot see a single raindrop from the downpour that Ellie got caught in today. I don't worry about my Florentine. Absolutely, Chris, I do highly recommend Dooney's nylon. So this is what I carried today. I did carry it as a short shoulder bag. I was actually going to change clothes for this live. But you know what? If you can make a bag look great in like shorts and a t-shirt or jeans and a button down, then that bag is going to look amazing with anything. So I'm still in my errand clothes because that was the vibe for today. And I had a community post today that showed Ellie, which I have a video on Ellie along with my UGG sandals. It's also posted on Instagram. So if you've not seen that, then you can see the entire accessories get up for today. Hi, I'm Purse Happy too. Happy Sunday. But again, in the rain today and no issues. Now, let me give you a disclaimer. I do know that everybody's rain is not the same. There are places that are far more polluted than where I am in the South. But I have had my bag rained on in other parts of the country. So I am still planting my flag in the sand and saying, cows don't have houses. So when it rains, they're typically outside. I've never seen one dry off with a bath towel. They just air dry and they are fine. And that is exactly what I did with Ellie today. She got wet, she sat on the seat, she got air dried, and she is fine. Probably should have taken some pictures of her raindrops, but again, I don't like disturbing bags when they're wet. Let them do their thing. That cow knows exactly what to do when water hits it. So I know that is an unpopular opinion, but that's my bag. You treat your bag the way that you deem necessary for your carry, your weather, your pollution, etc. All right, so that's Ellie. All right, the next thing is last week I was on a whole red vibe and I planned to move into my red tulip. But what I moved into was my Florentine East-West Satchel. And I did an impromptu late night live, and y'all came through for your girl because I just knew y'all were in the bed. But y'all came through and watched me in all my sleepiness from my hotel room this past week in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, show you that East-West. And I kept calling it large. That is not the large size. That's how tired I was. My bag is the medium, and I confirmed it when I got back home because I put the tag and all the paperwork back in the bag. It is, in fact, the medium. The medium in red is on Dooney.com. So if you've not taken a look at that one, if you were interested in the red, I do believe it's on sale. Cannot confirm the price because I didn't check the promo, but I believe it is on sale if you were looking for something smaller, because that one packed a lot. And if you're not sure what I actually packed in it, that video from earlier in the week has the bag as the thumbnail to help make it easier for you to find in my video list. Go back and watch that because it zipped, but it held a lot. And it was an easy carry for this week, and everyone was surprised with how much I packed in it, including me. Because y'all know your girl packs a bag, and when I travel, I like to have all of the things in my bag so that I don't have to go out and buy any of the things. Now, that being said, as I did my bag switch last week, I left out my nail file. So while I was in Louisiana, I did venture out to buy a nail file, and it ended up turning into a whole nother shopping situation. I did not purchase any bags, but clothes, beauty items, perfume. So I'm going to do a whole video on that since I, kept y'all up that night to watch that. The small one is on sale on ILD. Why am I tongue-tied? It is on sale. The small Florentine East-West Satchel is on sale on ILD. It was supposed to be on sale last week, which was the reason that I did the late night video, because I didn't want anybody to miss out on the sale price. But I don't think that code ever actually registered for that bag. So it is on sale now, along with another bag that I want to show you that was also supposed to be included in the sale last week, but I don't think the code ever worked. But it is on sale this week as well. The code did appear to be working before the live, so hopefully Dooney's IT team got that together. This bag I have had in my collection for a really, really long time. So it has come out of the Dooney production vault as well as my personal vault so that I can show it to you. I actually purchased these a few years ago, both of them at the same time, from the Dooney and Bourke outlet store in Aurora, Illinois. And this was during a time period where I was carrying black and brown bags. So that is exactly what I have purchased. And of the two, the only one that I carried and that I wore the snot out of was the black. The bag that I am talking about is the Florentine domed satchel. And here she is. I probably should have cleaned her up a little bit, but that just goes to show she's the one, she's the chosen one. This bag has a dual zipper top closure. It has handles that are very similar to the medium Russell as well as the Tulip. You know, those straps that you don't want to bend down, because once that piping in the inside breaks, these straps will never fully stand back up again. So considering the length of time that I've had my bag, looky, they still stand up. Okay, so this bag is 10 inches high. It says that it's 13 inches long, and I can get with that. And it has a 7-inch butt. It is on sale with the code MOM for $194.02. I don't know where the 2 cents comes from, but just bear with Dooney. $194.02. The black is available, and I also have, I think it's, and I'm going to take you through the interior of the bag so you can just see how old mine is. This bag, I think, was also in my recent video of the shop with me in Orlando. So you might be able to go back to that video as well if you're looking to kind of take another look at it. But look at this. Brown Timoro and black. And the only one that has been worn out, like to death, you can tell even by the straps that this has been used because it's stretched just a little bit. Don't those straps look a little bit longer over here than they do over here? They started out the same. So don't say I've never bought black and brown bags. That used to be my jam. That used to be my only jam. And then I realized that, you know what? God makes a whole lot of other colors, and he makes my favorite color red, and that's where I ventured off to. It has double zipper pulls. Strip tees down the side, but not all the way to the bottom, because Dooney wants to make sure that your stuff doesn't fall out of the sides, but also so that the wide mouth allows easy access and for you to be able to rummage all down in the bottom of the bag to find all of your stuff. Let me just show you how old my bag is. Old lining. That's the what used to be kind of the natural gingham. And leather key leash, key keeper, and the gold hardware to match the bag, because while it doesn't match today, it did used to be a thing for the hardware, the leather, and the key leash all to match. Inside this bag, it has a large snap pocket on the front wall. It has a large zipper pocket on the back wall. It has a deep butt. I need to clean this out. 2 outside pockets that very similar to the East-West satchel that I carried last week. These pockets wrap around the edge of the bag just a little bit. So like in my pockets last week, there were times where my Purell singles got kind of tucked around the side of the pocket in the inside, because they do wrap around just a little bit, which is actually perfect when you got a lot of stuff that you're trying to carry. Snap pockets, so they were easy to get in and out of on both bags. Now, my phone is big. It fits, but it's not gonna snap, and I mean, I'd have to like completely distort that to hold that in. I'm not gonna do all that. I just put the phone in the pocket and left the snaps undone last week. And when I move into I'm probably gonna go ahead. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna carry these until the fall because it's black and brown. I'm gonna enjoy my colors right now. But when I do, I'm yeah, I'm not. I was trying to convince myself that it's May and I can move into a black or a brown bag. I'm not. It'll be this fall. But when I do, my phone will actually either be in the inside or I will just keep it in the outside pocket. Mind you, last week I traveled with 3 phones, a laptop, and a tablet. All kinds of fun getting through TSA. All right, so big mouth bag. I've got some accessories here that I'm going to show you in just a minute, just to show you what the capacity is. But again, 7 inches on the butt. It does have feet. They are reinforced with a leather stripes or strips under the bottom. That marigold contrast stitching on the black is absolutely gorgeous. You can see this bag has been well loved, and the Florentine is so soft. It has the fleur-de-lis on the back, and it has the official Florentine stamp. The newer ones also have the debossing on the back, on the front, and on the luggage tag. So you're going to get an updated interior, but everything else about this bag remains the same, including approximately the price. This bag was purchased in 2000 and let's see, Corey was born in 03. I think this bag I purchased in 2005. And I paid about this price back then. So this sale price is back to like the old Florentine pricing of days past. So don't miss out. Anytime you can find Florentine nice size bag with a 1 in front of the price point and it doesn't have a comma, you do not want to miss out on it. Hang around. I promise you there's an Alto reveal, but I wanted to make sure that you all had the opportunity to see these. And that just, that way you can see when they say brown tomorrow, brown just before it goes black, I think this side by side is a really, really good way to see that. You can actually see the brown a little bit more than what you can sometimes even see on the QVC presentations under those high fluorescent lights. So that is Florentine Dome Satchel, double zip closure, 10 inches tall, 13 long, 7 in the butt, $194.02 on ILD with the code MOM. Ease of accessing affiliate links down below. All right, let's take a look at a couple of other things. All right, so Tulip, where did she go? So Tulip is what I was going to move into last week, but I did not. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all back me up. Don't let me run off like that. Hold on. Hold on. We're going to back up. Okay, we've got Janine here, who has gotten hooked to a Ruby and Cash pouch. All right, so we've got this small crossbody. Janine goes in, no problems. We've got deluxe Mo here, no problem. Large wristlet, no problem. Sorry, Peter. Coach notebook. I gotta work with what I got, y'all, because this is what I've got close by. I've got a nylon. Chris, so you can see I am a fan of Dooney's nylon. You asked the question earlier. Nylon kiss lock that I use as a tech pouch. Got a Ruby and Cash pouch. I think it's starting to get heavy here. And then what else? What else can I put in here? Hold please. Let me grab and see if a Carrington, because Carringtons were not out at that time. So let me see if a Carrington, since a more updated accessory, if that will work in here. And it goes in with no problems. And then I've also got a Coach large wristlet here. And I am going to sit that in on its side, and let's just see if it will zip. It zips with no problem, and I still have enough space here in the top to either throw my sunglasses or maybe even a mini umbrella. Not a small one, a mini. Because it's domed, so you don't want anything that's going to go all the way to the edges, because then it's going to put pressure on the zipper. So a mini umbrella will work. You also have some room where you could stick a mini umbrella, or maybe even a smaller hard-sided sunglass case would fit in here as well. So you can see it holds a ton, and I still have the pocket on the inside, the snap, and the outside pockets free. It holds a ton. So here we go. This fit with no issues, no pressure on the zipper. So larger, newer accessories, Janine, Carrington, both of those work. Plus we have Ruby and Cash. Yep. When I moved into this bag, it was an everyday bag for many days. Days that turned into months, because clearly I never moved into the brown tomorrow. Okay, now back to Tulip. Okay, Tulip is what I planned to use last week because I was on a red kick. But the Florentine East-West Satchel beat out Tulip last week. Tulip in natural is also on sale this week. No code required. It's $119.99. Again, I wanted you to see the size of this Florentine bag so that you could make a decision on whether or not a 1 in front of that price is enough to make you pull the trigger in the color natural, because it was only available in this color. So this bag in this color, same leather Florentine. This bag in comparison, both of them have like these odd shapes where the base, the bottom, the butt has a lot more capacity than up top, even though up top has the dimensions are, the dimensions on this one, the top is actually wider because it tulips out. On this one, you just got, you can fill it to the top, but again, you got to be careful because of the way that it zips. So I wanted to point that out. Far as this bag, if you recall, I pitched a fit when I revealed this bag because it had the infamous piece of red tape that came out of nowhere. But I was past the return period because I always seem to wait to open my boxes. I'm trying to get a little bit better with that. To at least make sure the right bag is in, because I've had other brands to mess that up. So this is the bag, and let's take a look at what we can fit in here. So we're gonna drop Janine in again. We've got Carrington, wristlet, deluxe Mo, and we're gonna actually stick Mo in the back slip pocket, like a little kangaroo pouch back there. We've got the Ruby and Cash. We've got the Kiss Lock, large wristlet, notebook, and still have a ton more space for like a mini, or you could get a full-size iPad in here. You could get definitely a water bottle if that's your thing. You could get a full-size umbrella in here. Definitely could get a cosmetic in here of any size because we've got the Janine crossbody in here. Tons for pens, paper, hand sanitizer, masks, keys, card cases, you name it, and it will fit. Now, I'm being lazy because I'm feeling red right now, and I'm feeling red, and I'm going to feel it for a little while because right now I have red accessories already packed from my east-west satchel carry from this week or last week now. So I'm just going to kind of make my way through a few more red bags. We had a conversation this morning in the tribe chat about Hattie. I think that was this morning. It could have been it was yesterday. See, Brina got me distracted today. I done lost track of all time. But I think my next one is going to be Hattie in red because I have not carried red Hattie since I did the E6000 project on the strap to make sure that I didn't have any incidents like I did with the bone colored one when I carried it in Houston. If you recall, the strap actually came out of that bag and it required some cat-like reflexes for me to catch it to keep it from hitting, the greasy parking lot. So I think my next carry after this one is going to be red Florentine large Hattie. Regular size Hattie is on sale this week. It is in the color salmon, and it is like safety cone, neon, 80s in my assessment. And I say that because I feel like new salmon is a different colored salmon from the original release from Dooney years ago. And I have original salmon and I have the original lavender. And I just don't think the original salmon was as bright as it is today. That being said, if bright colors, pops are your thing, knock yourself out. I did purchase some new salmon, so I'm not downing the new one. I'm just making an observation or sharing my observation that if you're looking for the older color, then this new one to me is definitely brighter. But Tulip holds a lot. And listen, this bag has some weight to it, so it is not for the faint of heart. It does not have an outside pocket, but this bottom is definitely stitched and reinforced. You've got the 4 feet reinforced under the bottom. You've got a wide butt. This bag is both deep as well as it is tall, so it definitely has a north-south silhouette, but it's not shabby from east to west either. And then from a shoulder drop standpoint, it just barely clears the shoulder. Okay, this bag barely, you saw it, barely cleared. It will not clear at all with a coat on, which is why it probably hadn't been carried before now. The other thing is you see with this strap, y'all already know I don't have any shoulder real estate. And with these rolled handles, very similar to like the Dooney small, medium, and large Russell, these roll straps can sometimes be difficult to stay in place. So I don't know how I'm going to do with this one this week, fussing with these straps, but at least it has a little bit better shoulder drop than the medium Russell, and I lived in it for a month, but I was being lazy. I didn't want to move out. All of my stuff was in there, so I just lived in it until the color red struck me. So this is the Tulip Shopper Red Florentine. I will try to do what's in it, but it's going to be the same stuff that you saw this week. But at least you'll be able to see what the space looks like in comparison to the video from earlier this week. All right, so we're taking all of the things out. All right. I still feel like I need to pull out some other accessories so that I can get back to showing you what fits, a couple different combination ways. All right. So where are we now? Let me check my notes here. Okay. Let's pause and talk about Alto. We are at the transition point. We are at the halfway mark of the time we have together tonight. And let's talk about Alto. So Dooney every season releases a handful of Alto bags. And typically there are one or two that catch my eye at the beginning of the season. And I kind of stalk it until it hits that 40% off, unless it's a super special occasion. 40% is usually where I will begin seriously pulling the trigger. Right now, there are a couple of bags that are 50 or more % off in Alto. The Alto Tarina is, I think, down from $9.50. I didn't put it on my list. I had it in the video on yesterday, but it's down to like $4 something, so 50% off. The Shanna bag is, I think the small one is like $2.89, so it's priced in that same Florentine price point. The regular size one is also on sale, but the one that I want you to go and take a look at is the Alto Alma, A-L-M-A. I want you to look at Alma because Alma is giving me all the Rogue 25 vibes, but with with Alto leather, with Dooney's craftsmanship, Dooney's warranty. It has an outside pocket. It has Alto, all of the bells and whistles that you would normally see on an Alto bag. This one has it, and it is regular $850. Walk with me. Don't clutch your pearls just yet. Regular $850. Sale price is $595. Don't clutch your pearls yet. I'm not done. With the code MOM, the Alma comes down to $386.75. That is actually about $10 less than the price was during the 48-hour sale. Original $850, sale price $595. Put in the code MOM, and it comes down to $386.75. I mentioned it in my weekly ILD cart video from this week. Again, it's giving me the way the zipper is centered in the bag, the way the silhouette is. It's, again, Rogue 25, smaller silhouette. Take a look at it. Quick links are down below. It has handles like Camilla. Hold on, let me clear a path here so that I don't knock all my bags over that I pulled out for tonight. So it has handles on it like Camilla, which I love. I love the way these attach. I love the dual top. This one doesn't have, of course, an outside pocket, but the Alma does. It is 9.5 inches tall, 5.5 inches on the butt, and it's 11.25 inches long. So I did not check the Rogue 25 sizes. I'm going to let you do your research and you make the comparison. But for me, when I saw that bag, top of it is giving me Camilla vibes, which I love. I have several of these bags in my collection. I don't have a Rogue 25. The one that I wanted sold out before I landed on like really wanting and needing it in my collection. But I did pull the trigger yesterday. I pulled the trigger on Alma because she's more than 40% off. And she's one of the bags that I've been stocking since the beginning of the season when Dooney actually released it. All right, so the bag that I want to show you tonight is actually a new reveal. I have not seen it yet. I ordered it a few weeks ago when I thought that it was on a really good sale. And it's actually uh it's about almost $30 cheaper now. So the original price of this bag is $725. It's been on sale for $507.50. With the code MOM, it comes down to $329.87. And yes, it is also Alto. The $329.87 is the best price since this bag has launched. It has a tongue and tab closure. It has a crossbody strap. It has a 3-inch handle drop. See the red, you already know what's coming. It is 8 inches tall, 10 inches long, and 3 inches deep. And the bag that I am talking about is none other than the Dooney and Bourke Alto Arietta. And my purchase is 95 of 105. So 95 of 105. Again, this bag has a 15.5-inch long crossbody strap. It didn't look like it was 15.5 inches long to me in the picture. So we're going to see tonight if that is accurate. It's a smaller bag. I got the color saddle. Okay. She is smaller than I thought. Well, when I look at the dimensions, that's accurate. 8 inches high, 3 inches in the butt, and 10 inches long. I think the 10 inches long is a little deceiving because her 10 inches are curved, and I don't feel like that's close to a foot long. The 3 inches on the top, tab and loop closure here. So she's got the tab similar to Camila. Oh my goodness, this is, okay, wait. Janine, small crossbody. Look at that. I use this bag as a catch-all. All right. She has a back slip pocket. Where's my phone? Let's see if I can get this thing without scratching it. Definitely not going to work for my for this phone. I mean, if I didn't have a choice, if I just needed a place to put it, that's fine. My work phone would fit better, but if I'm carrying this bag, I'm likely not thinking about work, so that's a no. Back pocket is tight. She will loosen up a little bit, but Alto is never going to soften to the point that it slouches. This bag actually might have worked today too for some quick errands. Oh. Okay. I don't know that I saw this detail on the pictures. I don't know that I could see. Let me go back. Hold on. I need to pull up the pictures, because I don't remember seeing this detail on here. I didn't pay any attention. Hold on. Hold, please. Where is she? Here we go. can barely, I mean, just barely see it. I didn't pay that. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. Do you see this strap? And it's detachable. So it can come off and go on so many other things in this color. You know what? Size aside, where I have, I put it up. Good grief. This is amazing, and it's on both sides. It's got some padding in here. So it is a 15-inch, and I love this. I do. I love the strap. Back pocket, I'm going to have to loosen up just a little bit. It has the mini version of the handles that I just showed you on Camilla, that also are the straps that are on Alma, if you're looking at her online as well. Tab and loop closure, again, like Camilla, like a couple of other bags. And let's see about this inside. 3 sections in the interior. Wasn't there a Coach bag? Riley, something with an R that I was interested in, but by the time my interest bloomed, it was already sold out. But it had 3 sections, kind of expanded, and I think it zipped. I don't think this one is going to expand as much as that one, but this is the front. Let me let you take her in just a little bit. She has the debossing. You've got the removable hardware if that's what you choose to do. And side profile. Look at all that stitching. It's gorgeous even from the side. And I'm talking about hardware, thick, chunky, gold hardware. This hardware is not Dooney branded, but I'm okay with that because this strap is removable, and trust me, this braiding, it's about to get used. So this is the side profile, but as you can see, even there in the center, there's not a lot of give there. It's not a lot of space. So this is definitely going to be an essentials carry. But that being said, we're about to pack it and see what it will hold. Okay, so front has an old school slip pocket here in the front. So that's going to be a perfect place to put your lippies, maybe your lippy for the night and one of the Bath and Body Works hand sanitizers. You could probably also hook your readers on the pocket. So I think that would work there. And then you could fit your phone. My phone fits. And let's see if Mo fits. No, Mo will not fit. So phone, maybe cash, mask, receipts, card case if you were going to go down that path. Do I have a card case? There were none in that bag. Okay, so middle is your wallet. So Deluxe Mo fits in there with no problems. And then the back has a zipper pocket here. Throw your keys in there. And then you have a place here where you can slip your debit card, credit card, parking ticket, any of those things you could stick there. And then you'd still have room for a small version of the Ruby and Cash, not the big ones, the small ones. And then if not Ruby and Cash, you could definitely get a Kiss Lock in with no string. Let's see here. What is it? Oh, it's getting stuck on the card. Let me get that out of the way. And still, there's space. Still have outside pocket on the back. Again, if you have a larger phone, that is not going to work. But she's cute. She is really cute. And I think I need her in red. I'm not sure about the bluish green color, because that wouldn't be a year-round color for me. But red at this price, she's a little bit bigger than my Alto Veronica. She's not as big as Viola, but she's got just as much style and personality as Viola. With the strap off, she could definitely be your tabletop. If you got it in black or red or the saddle, I think just, oh, I love that. Oh, oh, oh. If I hadn't been so impatient, I could have gotten it at the better price than today. But when she hit 40% off, it was a wrap. Send her to me. And again, even if you decide to just use as a small bag, evening, brunch, worship, vacation, date night out, you know. Oh, it's so cute. You could still use it, take the strap off, and use this amazing strap for something else. Because I'm sure you have other saddle, natural colored bags in your handbag collection that this bag would be absolutely amazing with. And while it is braided on both sides, it is not the infinity braid, so you can definitely see how it is stitched here. So I love that. Oh my goodness, this strap. Can I put a strap on there? It'll so topsy-turvy. I'm trying to figure out something that I can use this strap on because it is amazing. I do wish, Peter, oh Peter, can we get some straps? Can we get the guitar strap back as a separate purchase? I know you made it to go on a bag, but can we get it for, you know, in like all of the Florentine colors so that we can swap it out on different things? Please and thank you. All right, y'all. I think that is it. We've talked about the Florentine East-West Satchel. We talked about the Florentine Dome Satchel. You've seen what fits in my old school version of that bag. We've looked at the Tulip Shopper. You've seen all the it holes with tons of space to spare. I'm going to enjoy that carry, fingers crossed, I hope this week. I'm going to use all of the same things that I carried last week because red is red, Florentine is Florentine, and I'm being lazy. I still have stuff to do. And then we have Arietta, who again is on her best sale price since she released. I think your mom would like this. I know mine would have. This is cute. Okay, so Viola, Veronica, Lysandra. I'm trying to think of like some of my smaller Alto bags. And this one is just as cute. It does not have any feet under the bottom. It's not that kind of bag. But the way that it is designed, each one of these little flaps actually creates a sturdy base that this bag will be able to sit on any surface on its own. And it is just as gorgeous from the side with all of that intricate detailing as it is from the front or from the back. Look at this glazing and stitch work. Now I'm beating myself up that I didn't go ahead and get the red one, but it's better that I didn't because I can take advantage of this sale price. So that is gorgeous. Nobody does stitching like Dooney. And I have looked at a lot of stitch work. And Dooney every once in a while, you know, but that's usually after I've been rough on the bag, not as it arrives being a problem with stitching. I know people have had it. It has just not been a prevalent problem for me. I've had my share, but it is not something that I'm, you know, frequently concerned about with Dooney. This is amazing. I would have never thought that this strap was braided. And even when you go back onto the site to look at the pictures, whenever you see the bag, it has like the strap behind it. So you're not able to really see anything more than like this corner right here. And it was not until I actually saw the strap, went back and looked at the pictures, that I was able to actually see that braided detail, because I did not see it in the very beginning. As far as weight, this is going to be a pretty light carry because it's just not going to hold a lot. And if you do put a lot in here, it's not going to close, which is going to take away from, you know, the closure, because it's just going to flap. And I do think that this is a bag that once it's closed and tapered, it's going to have a pretty secure closure at the top. But it just looks better when it's closed. And I'm probably scratching it with my nails, trying to get that. That's a little tight. Okay, there we have it. It should loosen up a little bit. That one did. But it's going to take a little bit of off and on to wear that leather down around here so that it loosens up just a little bit. But as you can see, it's got a pretty secure top here. Now, I didn't put like an ink pen or anything to see if it would fall out, but the items that I did place in here, they're very much secure. All right, let's see here. Oh, that's cute. Sorry, my jeans are ripped. Oh, I like it a lot. Okay, a couple seasons back, so it was before, this was kind of at the start of the zombie apocalypse. There was a Boldrini collection, and Boldrini Solaria does Alto leather as well, or Peter does it for Boldrini or vice versa, whatever it is. But the leather was so thin. It was a complete turn off for me. I love the size and the looks of those bags because they were mainly totes, but I could not bring myself to make a purchase because I felt like the Alto was very thin. It wasn't structured. I felt like as it wore, it was going to soften, and I did feel like those bags were going to puddle. This is not that situation. It is lighter, but I also think that it's smaller, so for me, it could just be because of the size that it feels a little bit lighter, but it definitely has the structure that those earlier bags that I was just talking about did not have. And I'm good with the straps. These straps, the hardware is the same, but this actually has, it's the same strap. It's just the smaller version of the Camilla strap. So it is the same double straps here on the top, same hardware. Is that lighter? It's definitely smaller. Oh my goodness. All I can think about right now is the red, because the red is going to come with a red braided strap. And do you know what I can do with a red detachable braided strap? I just got real excited. I was trying to refrain, but I think I am more excited about the red strap being used on other things and just being able to carry the red by the handles. This one I feel like I would keep together for the most part. But that red, it's like making two different purchases, because the strap's gonna go one way and the bag is gonna go another. So if you have not clicked the links down below to take a look at these bags tonight, hey, ease of shopping. I am in love with this little cutie. She is smaller than I thought, but that's just because I saw the dimensions and I did not pull the, I guess my phone's still in there. I should get that out. But I didn't pull out the ruler to like confirm dimensions. But 8 inches tall, 10 inches long. I still think that's questionable. I need to measure that. And then 3 inches deep. And I think the 3 inches deep can be a little deceiving, because again, the 3 inches is from here to here. It is not taking into consideration that each one of these are divided. So you're not getting a full 3 inches of real estate here on the bottom, unless each one of these, that's not an inch. Each one of those is not an inch. Is it an inch? I don't think that's an inch. I guess if each one of these inside, interior sections or segments is an inch itself, then I guess you do get 3 inches. But again, that's different than having 3 solid inches on the bottom to be able to work with. But I do still think this is going to be a great essentials. If you are a smaller bag carrier and you're only like keys, phone, ID, card, sunglasses, like card case sunglasses, then you could make this be an everyday bag. And don't shy away, particularly at this price, but even for Alto being an everyday bag. I struggled initially, like these were my special occasion bags and I want to save it and use it, you know. And then my former coworker Denise, who was carrying her Alto bag every day, was like, yeah, I carry Alto every day. I'm that special and I'm able to do so. So she completely changed my view of when I could carry an Alto purchase. So after I get through Tulip and Hattie, maybe I'll pull out a couple more of my Alto bags since my accessories will work, and I will go down that path for a little while as well. Thank you so very much for watching. Please hit the thumbs up before you head out. Share this video with someone else that is debating or needs to add Alto into their collection, because this one is cute and the price point is right. I hope you all have an amazing week. I am not sure yet whether I'm going to be here next Sunday or not. I shared with you last week. I'm already in my feelings about Mother's Day. I hope that all of you that have your mothers on this side of heaven get to enjoy them. But I'm not making any promises about being here next week. It will be a surprise for both of us. Thank you so very much for watching. Until next time, I do hope you find something that feeds your addiction.